Welcome back to another edition of Running with James. Today, we give our full review of a new shoe, the Atreyu. If you're new to the channel, thanks for watching. Make sure before you leave to click that thumbs up button and then subscribe to the channel for all future videos. We do things from shoe reviews all the way up to training techniques, and we have an amazing community that we'd love for you to be a part of. We'll start with the upper, go to the midsole, and work our way to the outsole. We'll talk about our likes, our dislikes, and everything in between. The upper is a one-piece form-fitted upper. I found the upper to be extremely comfortable with plenty of room in the toe box. It had lateral and medial stability welds, which gave it enough stability when moving side to side, taking corners, or anything that I needed to do that was a little bit more higher impact, as in jumping, because I use this as a workout shoe as well. It has a padded but an unattached tongue. I love this tongue. I usually don't like a really thick or padded tongue, but this tongue had just enough padding to make it extremely comfortable. It has flat laces, nothing special about those, with a minimal heel counter with light padding around the collar. Now, I've seen some reviews and some folks that said they had a little bit of slippage, or they really didn't enjoy that it didn't really have too much of a lockdown in the heel, but I had no issues here. When running, whether it was higher speeds or easy run paces, doing my drills, I found that I had a good lockdown fit and found the upper to be extremely comfortable. For the midsole, the Atreyu is offering a one-piece EVA midsole. It has a 15.5 millimeter stack height in the forefoot and about a 21.5 millimeter stack height in the heel, giving us a 6 millimeter offset. This is one of my favorite drops. I'm a huge fan of 6 to about 8 millimeter when it comes to a drop. Now, I found that this EVA midsole did not offer a ton of response or bounce, but it did have adequate cushion. Now, for me, I found that while running, what it did offer was really good ground contact. So if you're someone who needs a good tool to help maybe improve your run form or really kind of get more contact between your brain, your feet, and the ground, this could be a really good option, because I felt specifically on those shorter speed days, on days where I do a lot of drills, that this really did help to strengthen my feet and my lower legs. Now, with about 100 miles in it, I do see a little bit of creasing in the midsole, but it's held up pretty well. And I think a lot of that cushion and a lot of the comfort of that midsole really doesn't come from the midsole as much as it comes from the 5 millimeter sock liner. This is probably one of the thickest sock liners I've ever seen in such a very light shoe. So I would say, whereas maybe the EVA midsole I'm not a huge fan of, I really like the addition of that 5 millimeter sock liner. For the outsole, the Atreyu is simply exposed EVA material. It's okay on traction, but it wears fairly quickly. I've used it on asphalt, I've used it on concrete, and even a little bit of gravel. And I found that with the gravel, it was pretty slippery, and everything else was just okay. Now, it does add a little bit to the wear and tear without any type of protection on this EVA. And after about 25 to 30 miles, I started to see some pretty significant wear and tear. So I know your question, should you buy the shoe? Well, for my positives, I would say that this thing is a super light daily trainer. Coming in at about 6 ounces for a men's size 9 and just over 6 ounces for a men's size 10.5, you cannot go wrong. It has a very comfortable upper that I found to be extremely light and breathable. It has an amazing sock liner, and I can't believe I just said that, but yes, the sock liner is on point. And then to top it all off, you really can't beat the price. Now, I originally got this on a pre-offering for about $75, but the shoe retails right at about $95. Now, if you are willing to sign up for their subscription, you can get it as cheap as $55. So for a super light, fast shoe, I would say you're getting a heck of a deal. And now for the drawbacks. The midsole could be more comfortable. Now, they're coming out with a new shoe they're calling the Artist, which is their higher stack carbon fiber racing shoe. From my understanding, this foam is quite a bit more bounce and quite a bit more cushion. So perhaps if they took this and put it on the same platform of their main shoe, they could have something very special. Now, the outsole wear is a bit of a concern, but I wear this shoe pretty much every day. I wear it to work out in, and then obviously I wear it for several of my runs. I have about 100 miles or so on it, but it's held up pretty well. So I would say for the price that you pay, for what they say they're going to do, it's everything they promise. It's everything you need and nothing you don't. So if you haven't figured it out already, for me, the Atreyu is a must-have. It's a great, light daily trainer that you can use for speed days, recovery days, for doing drills to help improve your running form, and all in all, a great deal. So Atreyu, great job, and keep up the good work. Once again, thanks for coming in today. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to give us a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, make sure to subscribe and share James with the people that you love. You can follow us on Instagram and on Facebook at MyBCFit. And for all things training, run coaching, fitness, and OCR, you can check our website at mybcfit.com. Remember, when you change your mind, you can change your life. Stay awesome.